Hello, my name is Ken Schaefer with 60 Seconds to Enrich. And today we're going to talk about how to launch your church into marriage ministry. I have my AI personalities, Alexander and Isabella, and they are going to review the program, and then I'll come back on and go into a little bit more detail.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this deep dive where Alexander and Isabella, part of the AI team here at 60 Seconds to Enrich LLC.
It's good to be here. Today we're tackling a really important topic: how your church can actually launch its own marriage ministry effectively.
Absolutely. And at 60 Seconds to Enrich, our philosophy, it's pretty straightforward, but something we feel strongly about. We really believe that help for hurting marriages, well, it needs to be available before couples even ask for it, before things get into that crisis zone.
Right. And it's not just about the crisis situations. It's also about strengthening those marriages that might seem okay, but maybe have the potential to fail down the road.
Exactly. And even enriching solid marriages, making them even stronger, more resilient. That's really the goal.
That's the heart of it. And the main place we've pulled all this together, based on, years of experience, is MarriageMininiesofAmerica.com.
Yeah, that website lays out a clear path. We've got specific programs for this. Like there's a free link churches can use right away for our 60-second marriage tips.
Instant help, basically.
Right. Then there's the I Do Dates program. That one's $69.95. And for digging a bit deeper, the Marriage Oneness Program Leaders Kit is available for $79.95.
So using the research, the articles, the transcripts you've given us, this deep dive is really about unpacking these tools. How do they fit together? How can churches use them?
Okay, let's set the stage first. Why is this so critical now? What's the current sort of landscape for marriage look like based on the sources?
Well, the data does paint a bit of a challenging picture. There are some big shifts happening. One major thing is how accepted cohabitation has become.
Right. Most Protestants and Catholics now see it as acceptable, according to the sources.
Yeah, and it goes deeper. That IFS report from 2021, it found that even among evangelicals under 45, most have either lived together, plan to, or are, open to it.
That's significant. It shows how much the norm has shifted, even in communities that traditionally held different views.
It really does. And then you add the Pew Research data from 2019. It shows this broader trend. Cohabitation is up, but the overall marriage rate in the U.S., it's been going down.
So fewer people getting married overall.
Right. Even if they're living together, the formal commitment of marriage is happening less frequently.
And for those who do marry, especially if it's not their first time, well, the stability isn't always there.
That's putting it mildly. The Forbes 2023 report on remarriage is quite stark. It mentioned dissolution rates of 67% for second marriages.
Wow, 67%.
And even higher for third marriages, 73%.
So going through it before doesn't automatically make the next one stick. It suggests marriage takes real work, real skill, no matter what.
Exactly. It needs ongoing support. So you put all this together, the cohabitation trend, fewer marriages overall, the struggles in remarriage, it's clear marriage as an institution is under, well, a lot of pressure.
It really underscores the need for proactive support, doesn't it?
Definitely. Which brings us back to the role of the church.
Yeah, churches are called to promote and protect marriage, right? That's part of the philosophy.
Absolutely. You look at scripture like Romans chapter 12 talks about not conforming to the world's patterns. And Matthew chapter 19, where Jesus reaffirms the Genesis account of marriage, one man, one woman becoming one flesh.
So there's a clear biblical reason for churches to step up, to champion marriage, but also to protect the marriages in their community.
Yes, protect them from those outside pressures and, the internal challenges couples face.
And the 60 Seconds to Enrich philosophy really leans into that proactively. The sources mention something about couples often waiting until the marriage is almost dead on arrival.
Yeah, that's a tough reality pastors often face. Couples wait until they're in such deep crisis, maybe years of hurt built up.
And trying to fix things at that point is incredibly hard.
It often is. Sometimes, honestly, it's too late for real healing and thriving. That's why the whole idea is to get involved much, much earlier.
Right. Provide help before the crisis hits. Give tools to strengthen marriages that are maybe just wobbling a bit.
And keep investing in the strong ones, too. It's like preventative health care for relationships, not just emergency room visits.
Okay, so MarriageMininiesofAmerica.com offers churches a way to do this. A kind of roadmap.
Exactly. A simple 3-step roadmap.
Let's break that down. What's step 1?
Step 1 is all about immediate help and easy access. It leverages those 60-second marriage tips we mentioned earlier.
And how does the church implement this? Is it complicated?
Not at all. That's the beauty of it. The church just needs to put a link to these tips on their own website. Super simple.
Okay, low effort for the church. What are the tips themselves like?
It's a library, really. Over 100 short videos, each one only about a minute long. They cover all sorts of topics: communication, conflict, intimacy, finances, practical stuff.
Bite-sized advice, easy to consume.
Exactly. And available 24/7. A couple hits a snag or just wants a quick idea, they can click the link and get something helpful right then and there.
So it provides that consistent little bit of encouragement, accessible whenever, help before the crisis.
Precisely. It's offering support on their terms. And, as the sources noted, this online format really became crucial during the pandemic, making quality marriage help-free and accessible when meeting in person was hard.
Got it. So step 1, free, instant online tips via a simple website link. What's step 2?
Step 2 moves things into a more engaged space. It's called the I Do Dates program.
I Do Dates? Sounds kind of fun. Relationship focus. How does it work?
It is. Couples come to the church for a short intro session first, maybe 20, 30 minutes. They get introduced to some marriage enrichment ideas or a specific theme.
Okay, a little input to get them started.
Right. And then after that short session, they actually leave the church and go out on a date together, just the two of them.
Oh, interesting. So the church provides the kickoff inspiration.
Exactly. But here's the key thing, the really practical part the sources highlight. The church provides childcare during that initial intro session.
Oh, wow. That is huge. Finding and affording childcare is a massive barrier for couples wanting a date night.
It really is. So the church removes that obstacle. It makes it way easier for couples to actually prioritize that time together. It shows the church is genuinely invested in helping them connect.
That practical support speaks volumes, I bet. So church provides the space, the intro, the childcare, and the couple gets focused time. And this I Do Dates program costs $69.95.
Correct. That's the price for the program materials. It's designed to be affordable and encourage regular connection.
Okay, makes sense. So instant tips online, then facilitated date nights. What's the third step?
The third step is for going deeper. It's typically introduced maybe 6 months after the first 2 steps are rolling. It's the Marriage Oneness program.
Marriage Oneness. Sounds more intensive.
It is. It's designed for longer-term growth, fostering that deeper connection and understanding in the marriage.
And this one comes as a leader's kit for the church to run.
Yes, exactly. The kit has everything needed: a leader's guide, books for the couples, a DVD with 8 video sessions. It's designed to be plug and play.
Meaning the church doesn't have to invent a whole curriculum themselves.
Right. It takes the burden off church staff or volunteers. They get a solid, well-structured program ready to go. And that leader's kit is $79.95.
Got it. $79.95 for the kit. So a clear progression, quick tips, fun dates, then deeper study.
That's the idea, meeting couples at different points in their journey.
Now, going back to the I Do Dates for a sec, you mentioned the intro session might introduce a theme. The website lists 6 specific programs that serve as these themes. Can you tell us about those?
Sure. These themes give couples a specific focus for their date night conversation. They're pretty creative. The first is head-to-toe marriage.
Head to toe. How does that work?
It uses your body, from your head down to your toes, as a kind of mnemonic device. An easy way to remember different marriage principles or tips, like thinking patterns, head, seeing needs, eyes, listening, ears, speaking kindly, mouth, and so on. Very practical.
Clever. Easy to remember. What's another theme?
Marriage armor. This one is loosely based on the armor of God concept from the Bible, but applies it specifically to protecting your marriage from challenges.
Applying spiritual principles to the relationship's defense.
Okay. Then you have marriage battle. This draws on strategies from, like, actual historical battle.
Really? Battlefield strategy.
Yeah, but applying those ideas, identifying threats, having a plan, working together to protect the marriage from challenges, both, internal conflicts and external pressures.
Interesting analogy. What's next?
Marriage wipeouts. This uses surfing videos and analogies.
Perfect.
Yeah, thinking about how to avoid those big relational wipeouts, those major conflicts or setbacks, and how to get back up if they happen. It's very visual.
I can see how that would be relatable. And the fifth one?
Out of this world marriage. This one uses analogies from space exploration, the challenges, the teamwork, the navigating the unknown, and applies them to enriching your marriage. It's partly inspired by the idea of Christians being distinct out of this world.
From space exploration to marriage growth.
Oh.
Okay, and the last one?
Marriage attitudes. This one is loosely based on the Beatitudes. The core idea is that often improving your marriage starts with a shift in your own attitude.
Focusing on mindset and perspective. So these 6 themes give couples real substance to talk about on their date.
Exactly. It's not just go have dinner, it's here's a cool idea to explore together. It makes the date night more intentional.
This whole layered approach, the tips, the dates, the deeper program, it feels really well thought out. It meets people where they are.
It aims to be proactive, not just reactive. And the sources suggest this kind of structured approach works. Evaluations from past programs like Marriage Oneness showed positive feedback.
What did people say? What was the impact?
Participants generally felt the programs really helped improve their marriages. They learned better communication skills, understood each other more, felt closer, tangible results.
That's what it's all about, right? Seeing actual positive change in relationships.
Absolutely. It's about giving couples real tools and fostering that connection.
And you mentioned Ken Schaefer developed these materials.
Yes, and his background gives them weight. We're talking over 20 years in marriage ministry, seminary training, experience with grants for these kinds of programs, plus 47 years of his own marriage.
Wow, that's a lot of lived experience and expertise combined.
Right. It's not just theory. It's grounded in years of working with couples and understanding what helps.
So for you listening right now, why does all this matter? Why should you care about launching a church marriage ministry?
Well, because this framework from MarriageMinistriesOfAmerica.com, it gives communities, especially churches, concrete ways to support marriages, real steps to take.
It moves beyond just hoping marriages do okay to actively helping them thrive against those modern pressures we talked about.
Exactly. It positions the church not just as a place for crisis intervention, but as a source of ongoing strength and encouragement for relationships. It's about building stronger families, which builds a stronger community.
So wrapping this up, the key takeaway is that there's a clear, practical, multi-stage plan available for churches wanting to be champions for marriage.
Starts easy with the free online tips, moves to engaging couples with the I do dates, crucially, with childcare provided, and then offers the deeper Marriage Oneness program for sustained growth.
So thinking about those cultural trends affecting marriage today, here's something for you to consider. What active steps could you take, maybe in your own church or community starting today, to help strengthen marriages? To be that source of support.
Maybe it's exploring these resources further. Maybe it's just sharing that free 60-second tips link with a couple you know. Every little bit helps. We really encourage you to check out MarriageMinistriesOfAmerica.com.
And just as a reminder, there's the free link for the 60-second marriage tips. The I Do Dates program is $69.95, and the Marriage Oneness Leaders Kit costs $79.95.
And if you need to reach out, the email is marriagemissionary@gmail.com, and the website again is MarriageMinistriesOfAmerica.com.
Thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, great talking through this today.
Okay, so I want to give you a little bit more detail here. First thing, regarding the Marriage Oneness program here. This is a family life program, and it comes with a book, DVDs with the 6 or 7 sessions, a facilitator, workbook, things of that nature, guides and things of that nature. So it does not come with books for the couples. So that would be a separate purchase that you can contact me at marriagemissionary@gmail.com, or you can look online at eBay or Amazon to find those. And here are the topics here that program covers. Okay. And then regarding the date night, we recommend not talking about the video that you just heard before the date. We emphasize just having fun, not talking about work, not talking about chores, not problem solving, not talking about kids, just enjoying each other's company. You can discuss what you heard on before the date, the video before the date. You can talk about that after the date. And during the week, you listen to either 1 or 2 1-minute videos before you do your next date. So I just want to make those clear. And then finally, which is not really that important to you, but They said that we've been married 47 years. We're coming up on 50 years of marriage. So our website, MarriageMinistriesOfAmerica.com, each of these pictures have embedded in there a link. So you'll actually see some of the programs here, or a review of them. This down here, this one right here is a PowerPoint of that program. This is not part of the dating program. This is just another thing I do. And then I also have a program called Pizza with Grandpa. It's a parent-child or grandchild devotional. That's $39.95. Similarly, we have a Sunday school curriculum. Both of these are based on the David's mighty men, what we call superheroes in the Bible, and it's alternating with prayer warriors, which are the remarkable women of faith in the Bible. And here is a video here on the armor of God. You may find that very interesting. This talks about the urgency. This is a research. This is part of this website called Thinking in Public. It's a podcast with Albert Mohler, and this talks about the urgency. This link here is to a book by Eric Metaxas on the importance of church getting involved in issues like marriage. And then this book here is Brad Wilcox Getting Married. He's a researcher, and he is the person that was interviewed by Albert Mohler here. So those are links to either Amazon or to their own website. Here's some items that I have for sale. Everything you go pretty much order through MarriageMissionary@gmail.com. I have some things on my Amazon store. So thank you so much for your attention.